So, you want to start a business, but you're not doing it. I know why, on a deep psychological level. No, really, I do. So, my name's Aidan Frew. I'm a Master's Scholar of the University of St Andrews, and I'm actually back here in St Andrews, where it all began, right in front of the old course, which you may recognise behind me. The reason I'm here was to have a meeting with my old supervisor from my dissertation, my lecturer, and to discuss getting my thesis published in the European Journal of Management. So that's my sort of task for the next 3 months. That's what I'm working on. And the topic of my dissertation is actually really quite profound, and that's what's sparked this video and this series which I'm going on to do. So my topic of my dissertation looked at the psychological reasons behind why people don't start businesses. Not just the lack of capital, not just the practical reasons, but the psychological reasons, which is a very new area of study, starting around 2015. So it's around 10 years old is when it first started, but it's really not reached maturity yet. And my study was one of the first studies to sort of synthesize and cover all the different areas which look at psychological reasons for people not starting businesses. Sorry, I'm just looking, my camera's about to fall. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. So, the title of the thesis, I may need you to bear with me slightly. So yes, the title of the thesis is Evaluating how the theory of planned behaviour can be extended in an effort to reduce the entrepreneurial intention-action gap of qualitative research synthesis. Which is a little bit of a mouthful, but I'll walk you through it. So the theory of planned behaviour is essentially as simple as it sounds. It's the theory which covers how people plan their behaviour and the different motivating factors. Oh, the camera's going to go. Oh. Okay, disaster averted. I just about caught the camera there as it was falling. It is a very windy day out here in St Andrews. Probably didn't choose the best spot for this, right out by the beach. However, we are where we are. So, as I was saying, the theory of planned behaviour is a sort of as simple as it sounds. It's just a theory which discusses how people plan their behaviour and the different influencing factors of that. So what this essentially does, my thesis, is I look at that theory, how it's been used in recent studies to explain why certain people that want to start businesses don't actually do it. So now, skipping to the sort of results of my study. So the main kind of what I produced, the result of this study, was a framework. And it's a very interesting framework. I'll put it up on the screen here or somewhere on the screen. And essentially what this framework does is it's a model which summarises the 5 different points from study. Okay, the camera fell again. It is now attached to a fence, so we should be good for now. If not, I'm going to move somewhere else. This is getting a bit annoying. Anyway, so as I was saying, the results of this study was a framework, which I'll put up again on the screen here. So it shows 5 different factors which have been scientifically and empirically proven to prevent someone from starting a business. So these are sort of psychological factors which have all been proven to prevent people from starting businesses, and then you can take from that if these prevent people from starting businesses, you can essentially do the opposite and then address these issues, which will then increase your likelihood of starting a business. So these 5 factors are motivation, social regional capital, friend-based social networks, internal locus of control, and implementation intentions. Now, just to keep this short and snappy and brief, I won't go through every single one of them on this particular video. So I'm going to do a series and I'll discuss each one in depth per video of the series. But to give you just an idea of one of them, implementation intentions, that's a theory which goes beyond just having intention to do something, but it's an implementation intention. So on a very basic level in the literature, what that means is, rather than going, I want to start a business, I want to do this, it becomes a thing of putting it into implementation. So you say, if X situation happens, I will start a business. Meaning, if I get a loan, I will start a business. So then you'll then go out and start applying for loans towards then starting a business. So that gives a rough summary. I'm going to leave it here for now, but we'll come back. This is going to be a series of videos looking at each one of these factors in depth and how you can sort of use this to then look towards starting your own business. I'd just like to add, I'm very near a golf course here, so I'm not only risking my phone's life, but also risking my life by getting hit by a golf ball. So a like on this video would be appreciated, a subscribe to stay involved, and I'll see you guys in the next video of the series.